Yeah, I spent a whole career, almost 25 years in business before coming to Congress, working principally as a consultant. So when I'd go in to work with clients, I didn't go in with authority to say jump through a hoop or push a button. It really was I had to bring people together and understand where different sides were coming from and create a consensus, find common ground to solve problems together. And that's a skill that I've tried to use during my time in Congress. So it's talking to folks in my district, getting a sense of what their priorities are, what their concerns are. If I identify an issue, I try to connect and meet with people from all perspectives, all the different constituencies and stakeholders, identifying the common ground and ways that we can move forward. And a good example is with respect, for example, the opioid epidemic we're facing in the country. This is something that cuts across all communities. It doesn't discriminate based on gender or race or party affiliation, and it's affecting my district significantly. So I've met with groups that are working to address this. I've met with doctors. I've talked to families adversely impacted by the opioid epidemic, and worked with my colleagues here. And when we can find that opportunity, for example, legislation to promote educating our doctors to identify risk, interdict when there is a problem, and try to work towards treatment, those are things that we do. So it really is looking for the challenge, bringing together people, and finding the right moment to introduce legislation. Great question. I'm very proud of the fact that I am considered one of the more bipartisan members of Congress, that I have a reputation of being able to work with people in both parties, Democrats and Republicans. And that really, I think, is a reflection of my view that the best way to move forward is moving forward together. And if you can bring people from both sides of the aisle pushing in the same direction, rowing in the same direction, your likelihood of making progress is much greater. So that's one of the reasons I try to build these coalitions, build allegiances. The best way to do it is having conversations with my colleagues, not always about a specific issue. Sometimes it's just having a casual conversation to understand what is it that makes them tick, what is it that is important to a member. No, it's really building a trust between individuals, understanding about people's families, understanding about their district, things that they're trying to accomplish. And sometimes you might be able to find two different people on different sides of an issue, but where there's a link to what they're trying to achieve, and you can knock out two birds with one stone, so to speak.